Hi, welcome to this quick demonstration of what you can expect to see when you look at Business Central. So as you can see here, I have already opened Business Central. It is a web page from Microsoft, so it doesn't matter where I am in the world. It doesn't matter what kind of device I'm using. I can be using a Mac, I can be using a tablet. I can still access my Business Central information. One of the things you will notice is the app launcher. This is part of Microsoft's 365 stack. So from within this application, you can get access to your other Microsoft products, such as your Excel, Word Online, Outlook, OneDrive, etc. And if you're in any of those other products, so if you're in, this is Excel, it's got the same button up there in the corner. You can get to those same apps and you can get back to Business Central. When you open Business Central, you land on this landing page, home screen. We call it a role center. And there are a number of different role centers, all tailored for different roles within your organization. So I've logged on as a business manager. I'm seeing information about sales, purchases, payments, etc. If I was part of the sales team and I didn't need to see purchases, I'd get a different role center. Now, I don't have to ask someone for a different role center. I don't have to wait for IT to do this for me. I can do this myself. I can come up here and I have options for personalizing what I'm seeing. But if I click on my settings, I can see I'm a business manager role. I can change that and I could use any of these other roles, sales and relationship manager, inventory manager, accountant, etc. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to keep the one that I've got. But changing roles, it doesn't change my permissions. So if I'm not allowed to see purchase information, giving myself a role related to purchasing, it's not going to give me permission to see purchase documents. Security is handled separately to my roles. It's all about how it looks for me. On the home screen, you've got a number of different elements, and pretty much everything you can see is interactive. So if you see a number, you can click on it, you can drill down and figure out where did that number come from. So up at the top, there's some headlines, some interesting facts that Business Central thinks are important to me. And you can see as I hover over them, my cursor changes to a link. So where did this 98,305 come from? I just click. And it's going to go and take me to that underlying information that makes up the £98,305. And here it is, a list of invoices. And if I just scroll a little to the right, there are the amounts that would add up. And once I'm here, I can drill down on any one of these documents. I can choose to open them up. Let's show that document. And we can actually see this document for School of Fine Art. What did that? Where did it come from? I can see the invoice. I can see exactly what was sold. I can see for how much, if there was any tax involved, etc. So from my home screen, I can drill in. I can get a lot of information. Here's some action tiles. So again, I've got tiles relating to different areas of my business. These are all interactive. It tells me there are 5 ongoing purchase invoices. They need some attention. I can click on this tile to figure out what are these 5 invoices the system's saying need help. And here they are, 5 documents that need posting or finishing off in some way. A little bit lower down, you also get some charts, some lists. So there's my top customers chart, my favorite accounts, trial balance, etc. And this is fully customizable. Not only can I change my role center, I can personalize my role center. I can hit that personalize button and I can turn things off, turn things on. So perhaps I'm not interested in user tasks, for example. I can come over here, I can hide this. And as soon as I say I've finished customizing, it's gone from my screen. I'm not affecting anybody else's screen. It's just for me. So I can make it look the way I need it to look. And that personalized button is available on every screen in the system. If I'm looking at a table of columns and rows of information, I can choose which columns to show. If I'm looking at a code view that's listing facts about a customer or a vendor, I can choose which fields do I want to see on the screen and which order I want them to appear in. So I can make it work for me. Next, let's have a look at one of the documents on the system. Let's have a look at, let me turn that off. Let's have a look at a posted sales invoice. Now I can use the menus to get around and find things. If I'm not quite sure where they are on the menus, I have a nice search button up here, which will also help me find posted sales invoices. I click the link and it's going to take me there, and I'm going to have a list of all the posted sales invoices on the system. Again, if this is a little bit cramped for me, I can turn off this information box at the side. I can make it look a little bit broader. I can personalize. I could add more columns, as I said. I could reorder the columns to suit myself. And also, while we're looking at this, there's this button up here. So this looks like columns and rows of information. Feels a bit like an Excel spreadsheet. Up here, I have a share button, which allows me to open this page within Excel. I'll just click on that. And what that's going to do, it's going to take me to my 365 Excel account online. It's going to open up that spreadsheet for me with the exact information I was looking at. I can do with that as I please. I can turn it into a report, create something to send to my boss with some notes, etc., save it, and email it over to my boss. So I've got a very quick way of making reports. You might also have noticed, if this is an editable table, I can edit it within Excel. Excel will open. I'll be able to change anything that I can edit, save, come back here, and those changes will be updated. It's a very nice way for the guys in finance to post their month-end journals. They prefer working in Excel. They're not forced to work on a screen that they don't like. I can also share this page in Teams, so everybody in the Teams channel would see a link to this page they could open up and they could come here. Or I can just copy a link. It'll copy this hyperlink up here. I can send that to any of my colleagues, and as long as they've got permission to see this page, they can paste that link into their browser and it would take them exactly here. So on those documents, you've seen how you can share them. You've seen how you can create a report. Let's have a look at a different list. Let's have a look at the purchase invoices, for instance. Again, I will use my search. I will look for posted purchase invoices. And notice I'm kind of taking shortcuts here with my typing. It still finds what I'm looking for. And you saw the integration with Excel on that share button. Up here, I want to print something to do with this document. I want to print the invoice to send it to someone. I can hit the print button, but you notice it can also send. So I can print it, or I can attach it as a PDF. It will open Outlook. It will print out this document as a PDF and attach it to that Outlook email for me to send to whoever I need to send it to. And other places on the system, such as a customer statement, where you know exactly who that goes to, if you clicked print send, it would offer you these options. It would offer you an option just to send it via email without you having to do anything. It would just automatically send it. So you've got that tight integration between Business Central, between Excel, Teams, Outlook, even Word. So any of these reports that you print out, if you're not happy with the layout, you can export them as a Word template. Using your skills in Microsoft Word, you can change the layout, change the fonts, change where the columns are, etc. Save that, re-import it back into the system, and you have updated your document layouts. And you can have multiple document layouts for your sales invoices. You can have 3, 4 different versions. And you can say this version goes for these customers, that version goes for this list of customers. So you're not forced, again, to wait for somebody to do these things for you. You can do it yourself. Of course, you can ask us if you don't want to learn how to do these things. So we've got all of that. We've also got some very tight integrations with other applications, not just with the Microsoft stack. So you might notice up here, Shopify. So if you're the kind of business that you're selling products online, whether that's retail or business to business, you can use Shopify. That's built into Business Central. You would need a Shopify account, obviously, but you just tell the two systems how you log into each other, and they can communicate with each other. Business Central telling Shopify exactly what products you have, how much stock you have, Shopify taking orders, sending it back to Business Central automatically, reserving that stock so that it's not being put onto different sales orders and it's available for that customer to be shipped out. It's very tightly integrated. You can integrate to other systems. You can use things like web services. So for a very modern way of linking systems together, you have built-in web services within Business Central. You've got a whole host of them here. Here's a whole selection of them just for building Power BI reports. You can get to your sales orders, list of projects that you have available. You can get your purchase orders, your customers. You can put those on web services, and they can work both ways. If you're not using web services to integrate with the third-party application, and you want to use CSV files or use FTP file uploads, you can do that. The integrations can work. For some products, they already have an app that you can install within Business Central that will automate joining them together. And if it's something that doesn't have an app, we can write one for you.